हेलो स्टूडेंट्स, आज हम एक नया चैप्टर स्टार्ट करने वाले हैं जिसका नाम है एवोल्यूशन। तो एवोल्यूशन एक बहुत ही इम्पॉर्टेंट चैप्टर है क्योंकि हर साल नीट में इस चैप्टर से 2 या 3 क्वेश्चंस आते ही हैं। सो यू हैव टू रीड दिस चैप्टर वेरी केयरफुली। सो लेट्स बिगिन। एवोल्यूशन होता क्या है? एवोल्यूशन इज द स्टडी ऑफ हिस्ट्री ऑफ लाइफ फॉर्म्स ऑन अर्थ। तो जो जीव जंतु है, पेड़ पौधे हैं, इंसान है, उनमें अब तक क्या क्या चेंजेस हुए हैं ये हम एवोल्यूशन में सीखते हैं। टू अंडरस्टैंड दिस वी नीड टू हैव एन आइडिया अबाउट हाउ अर्थ इवॉल्व्ड, हाउ स्टार्स इवॉल्व्ड, हाउ यूनिवर्स इवॉल्व्ड। तो जब हम रात को स्टार्स देखते हैं तो स्टार्स की जो रोशनी हम सो व्हेन वी लुक एट स्टार्स ऑन अ नाइट स्काई, वी आर एक्चुअली लुकिंग बैक इन द पास्ट। वी आर लुकिंग इन द पास्ट बिकॉज जो स्टार्स की लाइट है, the light emitted by the stars, it started its journey millions of years ago from trillions of kilometers away. So the stars are very far. The stars are so far that the stellar distances are measured in light years. Now light year is a unit of distance. To remember this. Now stellar means related to stars. Okay. So how did the universe originate and when did it originate? Now the universe was formed about 20 billion years ago. Very important. I'm writing it over here because there are some important timelines and years in this chapter that you need to remember. So universe origin 20 billion years ago. Now what is universe comprised of? The universe is comprised of many galaxies. The galaxies are made of stars and clouds of gas and dust. Now our solar system, हमारी जो solar system है जिसमें है Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. This solar system, our solar system, is a part of the Milky Way galaxy. So there are many such galaxies in the universe. अब मिल्की वे गैलेक्सी को ही आकाशगंगा भी कहा जाता है. So now how did the origin of universe take place? So scientists say साइंटिस्ट का ये मानना है कि बहुत सालों पहले एक बहुत बड़ा एक्सप्लोजन हुआ था जिसका नाम था, साइंटिस्ट नेम्ड इट द बिग बैंग. नाउ दिस एक्सप्लोजन was so big that it is difficult to explain it in physical terms. तो ये इस एक्सप्लोजन के बाद क्या हुआ? After this, the universe expanded. The universe expanded. After which, the temperature of the universe came down. जिसके बाद 2 गैसेस बने जो कि थे हाइड्रोजन एंड हीलियम. ये 2 गैसेस, these 2 gases were formed. Now it is very important to know which were the 2 gases that were formed first. This is important. This can come as MCQ. After the formation of hydrogen and helium, these 2 gases condensed under gravitation. ये कंडेंस हुई अंडर ग्रेविटेशन. अब इसके बाद क्या हुआ? formed the galaxies of the present day universe. This formed the galaxies of the present day universe. अब अर्थ का जो origin हुआ, that happened 4.5 billion years ago. I'll write this over here. Earth origin 4.5 billion years ago. Again, very important to note. Write this in your book, or you can stick these dates and timelines on a wall in your house, so that ये आपको याद रहे अच्छे से. तो जब अर्थ का origin हुआ, that time there was no atmosphere on the early earth. That time the earth was just a molten mass. अर्थ एक molten mass था, और जो gases थे, 4 gases थे, मीथेन, अमोनिया, कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड एंड वाटर वेपर. They were covering the surface. और ओजोन लेयर भी नहीं था, तो ओजोन लेयर न होने की वजह से यूवी रेज को डायरेक्टली पास. अब इन यूवी रेज ने क्या किया? दे ब्रोक डाउन वाटर वेपर जो थी उनको ब्रेक किया into hydrogen and oxygen. Now hydrogen being lighter escaped, but oxygen could not escape because it is not that light, and it reacted with methane and ammonia to form CO2, water vapor and other gases. So that time oxygen was not free. So the atmosphere of the earth at that time was reducing atmosphere. No free oxygen. Very important to know. Now, then when was oxygen formed? Oxygen was released by blue-green algae or cyanobacteria. Blue-green algae. Cyanobacteria or blue-green algae, उनका origin पहले हुआ था, and they released oxygen. तो तब oxygen का निर्माण हुआ. अब लाइफ, हाँ, और उसके बाद कुछ सालों बाद the ozone layer was formed. ओजोन लेयर का निर्माण हुआ, और as that time the earth was cooling down. Over a period of years the earth started cooling down. अब अर्थ की कूलिंग की वजह से क्या हुआ? the water vapor जो थी, it fell down as rain. और तब भी उस वक्त अर्थ पे बहुत सारे क्रेटर्स और डिप्रेशंस थे, ऐसे बहुत सारे गड्ढे थे. वो रेन उनमें भर गया, वो रेन का पानी उनमें भर गया, एंड दैट फॉर्म्ड द सीज एंड ओशंस. And life originated 500 million years after the origin of Earth. So that was 4 billion years ago. So first life was formed 4 billion years ago. Now we will look at a few theories about origin of life. Now this is very interesting. बहुत सारे stories है इसमें, and we will first start with the panspermia theory. Now, panspermia theory. अब कुछ साइंटिस्ट का ये मानना था the first life came from outer space on Earth in the form of spores. But कुछ लोगों ने ये मानने से इनकार कर दिया, because if life came from outer space, तो स्पेस में उन स्पोर्स का सर्वाइव करना बहुत ही मुश्किल है, क्योंकि द स्पेस इज सब्जेक्ट टू यूवी रेज, हार्मफुल यूवी रेज एंड कॉस्मिक रेज, which will destroy the spores, and it is difficult for the spores to survive over there. So spores could not survive in those conditions. So this theory was not accepted by many people. Now the second theory is called theory of spontaneous generation. अब इस थ्योरी में कुछ साइंटिस्ट ने कहा कि लिविंग ऑर्गेनिजम्स एक्चुअली मस्ट हैव ओरिजिनेटेड फ्रॉम नॉन लिविंग ऑर्गेनिजम्स. उन्होंने कहा कि लाइफ मस्ट हैव ओरिजिनेटेड फ्रॉम डेड एंड डिकेइंग मैटर. तो उन्होंने क्या किया था, डिकेइंग मैटर लिया था एंड केप्ट इट एक्सपोज्ड टू एयर ओवर अ पीरियड ऑफ टाइम. और उसके बाद उन्होंने देखा कि उस डिकेइंग मैटर में बहुत सारे फ्लाइज और बहुत सारे मैगट्स उन्होंने देखे. तो दे सेड दैट उस डिकेइंग मैटर से इन फ्लाइज का ओरिजिन हुआ है. बट इफ यू थिंक कि इट मस्ट हैव हैपेंड दैट डिकेइंग मैटर पे एक मक्खी आई होगी, एक फ्लाई आई होगी या कोई इंसेक्ट आया होगा, उसने वहां पे अंडे दिए होंगे और उनमें से other flies or maggots or some other insects must have originated. So this theory was also not accepted by many people. Then another theory was the theory of biogenesis, given by Louis Pasteur. Theory of biogenesis. He said that all life originates from pre-existing life. तो उन्होंने क्या किया था, he did the swan-necked flask experiment. Swan-necked flask experiment. तो इस एक्सपेरिमेंट में उन्होंने दो फ्लास्क लिए थे, स्टेरिलाइज्ड फ्लास्क थे. दोनों में किल्डीज लिया था उन्होंने, इसमें भी किल्डीज. एक को उन्होंने ढक दिया with the help of a cork so that it is not exposed to air, and this was kept exposed to air. उन्होंने ऑब्जर्व किया कि इसमें no living organisms was formed over a period of time, but in this flask which was exposed to air, उन्होंने देखा कि इसमें लिविंग ऑर्गेनिजम्स देखे उन्होंने. सो ही सेड दैट ऑल लाइफ comes from pre-existing life, but it could not explain why how the first life must have originated. So this theory was not accepted by many people again. Now another theory which is called the theory of chemical evolution. This is a very important theory because this was accepted by many people. It was given by Oparin from Russia and Haldane from England. And it was proved by two scientists, Urey and Miller. So, it was given by Oparin from Russia and Haldane from England. And proved by Urey and Miller. which said that inorganic constituents से organic molecules बने होंगे और उन organic molecules के replication के बाद the first life must have formed. तो उन्होंने कहा कि inorganic constituents like carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, in the presence of energy, must have formed organic molecules like RNA, proteins, जिसके बाद फर्स्ट लाइफ, इनके रेप्लिकेशन के बाद फर्स्ट लाइफ मस्ट हैव फॉर्म्ड. Now this energy, they said, was provided by volcanic eruptions and lightning. Now there were a few conditions on primitive Earth which are very important for us to know. Primitive Earth पे 4 conditions थे. First, तो there were, wait, I'll just explain after cleaning this up. पहले, so the conditions on primitive Earth. The first condition is there were many meteorites hitting the earth at that time. So the meteorites used to hit the earth, form craters which used to fill up with water due to the rainwater, and that formed the seas and the oceans over many years. So meteorites form craters filled with water and would form seas and oceans. Now, at the same time, there were many volcanoes on Earth at that time, which would erupt, give out lava, which raised the temperature of the Earth. Third condition was there was no free oxygen. Free oxygen नहीं था, so the atmosphere was reducing atmosphere. And there were a few primitive gases at that time, which were methane, water vapor, carbon dioxide, and hydrogen. Sorry, NH3. These 4 gases were there. These were the primitive gases which were present in the atmosphere of early Earth. Now the fourth condition was lightning. Lightning was very common at that time. So इस lightning की वजह से the compounds, due to the energy of the lightning, compounds would make and break. तो बनते थे, टूटते थे, बनते थे, टूटते थे. And at the same time, rain was also very common. So this rain would fill the craters and this formed the seas and the oceans. अब टेम्परेचर ज्यादा था, बहुत ज्यादा था, वोल्केनोस थे, इसलिए it was boiling water at that time in the seas and oceans. Water जो था वो बहुत hot था, boiling water was there. अब हम देखेंगे यूरे एंड मिलर का एक्सपेरिमेंट. So now we will look at Urey and Miller's laboratory experiment, which proved the theory of chemical evolution given by O'Parron and Halliday. So they created conditions similar to primitive Earth. Now what did they do in a flask, they took boiling water. In this, they took boiling water. Now this boiling water resembled the boiling water of the seas and oceans. Boiling water of seas and oceans. Now, ये water boil हो रहा था, तो the water vapor was formed, which came over here in this glass chamber. Now, this glass chamber had 4 gases in it: methane, ammonia, water vapor, and hydrogen. अब उन्होंने क्या किया, 2 इलेक्ट्रोड्स लिए और 2 इलेक्ट्रोड्स की वजह से there was a spark discharge was formed. Now this spark discharge resembled the lightning that was happening on primitive Earth. So energy was provided for the compounds to make and break, and the temperatures of up to 800 degrees Celsius was produced. Now this condenser represented the Earth cooling down. अब ये स्पार्क डिस्चार्ज की वजह से temperatures of 800 degrees Celsius was formed and energy was provided for the gases to react. अब इस कंडेंसर में से जाने के बाद उन्होंने इसमें जो लिक्विड जो था उसमें उन्होंने ऑब्जर्व किया कि दिस वाटर हैड ऑर्गेनिक कंपाउंड्स इन इट. So hence this theory was proved. अब यूरिया एंड मिलर के एक्सपेरिमेंट में उन्हें अमाइनो एसिड्स मिले. कुछ अदर साइंटिस्ट ने भी ऐसे सिमिलर एक्सपेरिमेंट्स परफॉर्म किए, तो उनको RNA एंड प्रोटीन्स एंड some purines and pyrimidines were formed in the experiment. So this proved the theory of chemical evolution. अब which was the first genetic material? So the first genetic material is RNA, because RNA is reactive and it is unstable. So the first genetic material is RNA, because it is unstable and reactive. Whereas DNA is a stable molecule. Now RNA is important for development to happen because it is unstable and reactive, and DNA is important when development has already occurred. So to maintain the stability, DNA is important. Now DNA से अगर प्रोटीन्स बनने होंगे तो DNA से RNA बनना पड़ेगा and then proteins will be formed. But RNA to protein is a single step process. So this is 2 step and this is 1 step. So that is another reason for RNA to be the first genetic material. This part is also covered in molecular basis of inheritance. तो हम वहाँ पे भी ये सीखेंगे. So this was about the first part of this chapter. तो अगले वीडियो में हम देखेंगे about the evidences of evolution and Darwin's theory.